right, so here's the next scenario, and I think it's a very common one. I had mentioned earlier that I saw you at Wisdom 2.0, and then when I saw you at Wisdom 2.0, the big topic was, how do I keep focused at work when I have, social media, I have all this stuff buzzing and binging around me.
Yeah, well, first of all, I wouldn't necessarily try to stay mindful all day or keep a level of concentration. I think that's pretty unrealistic. Yeah. But we can keep returning to it. I mean, even in like my classical meditation training in India, one of my great Tibetan master teachers said, the ultimate goal is short moments many times. Short moments of awareness many times a day. And so you translate that into the workplace, and you realize it's got to be short moments.
Yeah.
It's just like stepping back, taking a break from the crazy momentum around you, or needing more information, or there's this wonderful phrase, continuous partial attention, that Linda Stone made up, or designated, continuous partial attention, which is kind of what we got,
Yeah.
And she says she feels it's because we don't want to miss anything, so we're online and we're doing email and we think, how about Twitter and how about that and how about that, so, or we're multitasking, we're drinking that cup of tea at the same time we're checking our email, at the same time we're on the conference call, at the same time we have the TV on mute reading the crawl, and so and one of the consequences is that, of course, it's not a very fulfilling cup of tea.
Right. Absolutely.
And we don't often think, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to pay more attention. Yeah. We tend to think, I bought crummy tea. I need, I got to stop using tea bags. I've got to get loose tea, and I've got to get a strainer. I've got to get a tea ball, and, and we just keep escalating what we think we need in order to feel some sense of fulfillment. But if we keep paying attention in the same way, it's not going to be very fulfilling all along that track.
My two favorite tips that you had in your book, Real Happiness at Work, one was finding a little touch point. So it could be whenever you touch the doorknob, it goes back to your idea of having moments of mindfulness. You touch the doorknob and go, mindful. I'm actually touching the doorknob and I'm being completely present as I touch the doorknob. And my other favorite tip, and it sounds just so insanely stupid, but we need to hear it over and over again, is just do one thing at a time. Instead of doing the social media and also sipping your coffee and doing all that stuff, finish one thing, then go to the next thing, and then go to the next thing. Your intention will be focused, and you'll have better quality, I think. And it sounds so stupid, but I think we still need to hear it.
I agree it sounds stupid. I will be the first person to say that. I went to India as a New Yorker,
Yeah.
And I would hear things. Nobody was working, nobody had a job, but things like that in some contexts, and I think, that's so stupid, but
it's simple and pure, it's good.
But in doing it, thinking about it is different than doing it, and when you actually do it, it makes a difference.
I imagine your voice going one thing at a time. And then I'll go, yes, I finish one thing at a time. I have different people that I've interviewed, and I just imagine their voices kind of entering into my psyche. So we have Sharon Salzberg, who, along with Joseph Goldstein and Jack Kornfield, established Insight Meditation Center in Barre, Massachusetts, which now ranks as one of the most prominent and active meditation centers in the Western world. So what do you guys think? How would your life change if you were more mindful at work? What kind of tips that you heard would you like to use? Send us your questions if we didn't handle a scenario that you would really like us to address at work. So we're going to be coming back, and we're going to be talking about when I was at Wisdom 2.0, which is an event on merging mindfulness and work. I don't know if I'm telling their tagline right, but that was my sense about it, is they were talking about how there's a trend now of employees coming in and introducing mindfulness practices in the workplace, and I want to talk to you about that when we come back.